Okay, friends, let's figure out how to solve these. It doesn't really matter where you begin, so maybe I'm going to begin on the left. I have this x minus 2 on the bottom, and I would like that to not be on the bottom, because if I multiply, that's no longer there, and that makes me happy. Happy! And now the left side's just 3x, so that's super fine. Let's distribute here. Pew pew! So that's 4x minus 8, and then you have x plus 5. And now that x plus 5 is making me a little uncomfy, so let's multiply by x plus 5. Those cancel out, and x plus 5. Now we can distribute again. Pew pew! So that's going to be 3x squared plus 15x equals 4x minus 8. Ooh, so now we're in quadratic land. So let's move everything to the left because that seems fun. Subtract the 4x and you get 11x. And then, add the 8 and you get 0. And, I don't know, let's see if we can factor it. That's always my first move. So, if we can factor it, we need things that multiply to 24x squared and add to 11x. Wasn't that just 3 and 8? So we can do that. So 3x squared plus 3x plus 8x plus 8 equals 0. So the 11x we broke into two pieces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to group these. So what can we take out of both those? Well, we can take a 3x out of both those. And we're left with x plus 1. And what can we take out of both those? Well, we can take an 8 out. And we're left with x plus 1. Now these match. So I often say, woo! I'm super excited that those match. So now I can finish factoring. Factor. 3x plus 8. Just undistributing for those of us that are a little scared right now. And now we have two things multiplied together and they equal 0. So our choices are either 3x plus 8 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. If x plus 1 equals 0, then my answer is negative 1. And if 3x plus 8 is 0, subtract that 8, divide by 3, you get negative 8 thirds. It would be a good idea to go ahead and plug those back in and see if they work. I'm going to leave that for you. Ooh, so this is a similar idea, but this looks crazy. Let us see. Let's try this. What if we multiply both sides by x minus 4? It doesn't really matter where you start here, but I'm going to start with the x minus 4. And on the left side, the x minus 4's cancel out. Ooh. On the right side, the x minus 4's also cancel out. So that means we now have x plus 2. That one's great because it's all by itself. X squared minus 5x minus 2 over x plus 1. Okay, so that x plus 1, I'd like it to go. So let's go ahead and multiply by x plus 1. And don't forget, do it on the other side because that would be illegal otherwise. Cross those out. Now, on the left side, we better distribute pew, pew, and distribute pew, pew. So that's going to give us x squared plus 2x plus 1x, so plus 3x plus 2. That equals x squared minus 5x minus 2. And let us go ahead and solve this equation now. So let's subtract x squared from both sides. Those go away. Let's add 5x to both sides, that's 8. And let's subtract 2 from both sides, so that's negative 4. So x is negative 1/2. Once again, it would be a good idea to plug that back in and see if we have the right answer. That is your job.